Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit, and here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Well, the offense tries to catch this defense napping here on the first play of the game. And how about the pressure to come up with a big sack to start this game?
Backed up the 6-yard line. It's 2nd and long. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Green Wave. Strong game by this quarterback. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the BA team makes it 7-0 to open score. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
The Kansas State offense will take over. 1st and
10. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down right at the 20. And the Wildcats looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. The Wildcats will line up to boot it away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, he makes the catch out of the 10. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Oh, how about that, Chris? This defense has been taken for a ride. I'm not sure if they're overconfident or they just fell asleep a little bit. But whatever the case, they better wake up because now they're facing a goal to go. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get a play into the end zone right here.
Misses the receiver, incomplete. Second and goal for the offense. Trying to get to the end zone, they'll run it left. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. And they get set now to try the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Get some blocks. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown. What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking this guy anymore.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. from deep in the end zone. He'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Quarterback making some changes at the line. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Trying for a 4th down completion. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down. So he finds one of his favorite targets. Kirk defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy?
How about the double coverage on 3rd down? Great call to be able to try to take away this highly touted wide receiver. And the quarterback is still looking to go to his guy for the conversion, and he comes through. No wonder he keeps throwing the football.
So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone.
Oh, the ball comes loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple of choice words on the importance of ball security.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. And he'll set up to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, Chris, obviously Obviously, they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing as we...
He's going for a big play downfield. Can't connect on the long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And here's the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he make it to the marker? That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. And the Wildcats looking to run some tempo here.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field. They're going to run it. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Kansas State now operating in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. A crucial third down play right here. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there, but
it's a fumble. It's a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Here's a carry for the fullback. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion of the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback?
Lofting it toward the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, they're going to throw it. He's going to take another shot right here. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? At the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Wow, a takeaway and a touchdown. We are all tied up with a spot in the championship game at stake.
Well, the timing of this, not just coming up with this turnover, but the defense, opportunistic awareness, and being able to turn that into a touchdown. As you said, Chris, a tie game. Now everything's in front of us. Who wants to get to the championship the most?
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. This time it's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The Wildcats will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play.
Yeah, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Launching downfield. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception in the very first play of the last possession. They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Extending the play now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Chris, hindsight obviously is 20/20, but after a really successful run on the previous play, maybe they should have gone back to the well for another run instead of this pass.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 46-yard attempt. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Finally steps out of bounds, but an enormous return to flip the field. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Give it to the back again. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
He hands it off from the gun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And bulldozing his way through. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Wave. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The PAT puts them up 3. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Not a long kick, fielded inside the 25. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And here comes a deep shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackled after the interception, but that would be the final play this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. They'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown.
Of all the skilled players on the field, I think this guy might be as gifted as anybody. What a great demonstration of instincts and just raw speed. Once he got into the open field, nobody was going to catch him.
Extra point makes the lead 4. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's got it inside the 15. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Makes a quick grab. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. A new set of downs after that completion.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw yet again. The pocket breaking down. That's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. And the quarterback dropping back. Trying to extend the play. There's contact on the throw. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down play coming up for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
He's going to hand this off. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking right, this one caught. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. And now the handoff. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
The big fullback's got it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the defense was locked in on that play from the very jump, and the fullback just didn't have any speed to get around anybody. Stuffed the run perfectly.
They went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was 0 in on the ball carrier. Absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now from the pistol formation. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, his quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice game.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They'll give it to the back. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And it's incomplete. What is the final play of this period? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And he lofts it deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped. So it would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. And he drops back in the gun. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Can they convert on third down to keep this drive rolling? And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
Well. The old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on him.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous rule. PAT is important to make it a 3-point lead. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the fourth quarter. It's all up to the defense. Now they get set to kick it away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. The returner is brought down. It's a start on the next drive. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Solid game, moves the ball to the 37. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the Wildcats hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Snags a quick throw. And they'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And now the running back's got it again. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Quick catch over the middle. He'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with a ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Running out of time in the pocket. He's looking to scramble. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Try and muscle for the first down. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Wildcats will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Looking to pass here on second down. The pass rush closing in. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble now. He's found some room at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. First down, the clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
So they bring on the field goal team, trying to make this a one-score game. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50+.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.